Alright guys, we're back. We're back for round 2. Because while my wife was out for the 4th of July, we got some quarters, and we've got some change jars. This is exciting because you just never know how long this has been sitting around. So we've got the opportunity to possibly find some good things. Let's see what we got. Alright, how do we want to do this one? We're going to set these guys off to the side here. So, let's grab kind of a few at a time. We'll do it that way. Nebraska. Pete. Deep. River of No Return. Man, this is the one I want to W on so bad. So bad. Oh, hold on. Apparently I need to tell my mom that I'm doing a live with her coins. So, with that, I'll be right back. Alright, I am back. I've reached out to my mom to let her know that we're going to be going through her coins at this point. So, like I said, we're going to grab a few at a time, stack them up, and go through them one by one. Alright. So here we go. Let's take a look. Ooh, Wisconsin quarter. How about that? We can have an error on a Wisconsin quarter. Let's look for it. It's actually a nice looking Wisconsin too. So right here, we'll look at that. If there was an extra leaf either above, going up, or down below by this cheese, you always want to look between the cheese and the cornstalk. If you found an error there, then that quarter would be worth about 10 bucks. That is a P, Montana. $19.89, nothing special. P. Oh, it's a pretty quarter. 2019 has a chance to be a W. 2019 and 2020 again has the opportunity to be a W, meaning it was minted in West Point. Less than 1% of quarters in 2019 and 2020 were manufactured in West Point, which is why they're so rare, so highly collectible. 2018 Apostle Islands. D. Even if we don't have a 2018 or 2019, we are going to look at the mint mark, because if they have an S mint mark, it means they were minted in San Francisco, which means they shouldn't be in circulation. That means they were minted for collector packs and somehow just made it out in the wild. 79, nothing special. Salt River Bay 2020. It's a D again. 2019, 2020 can have that W mint mark. That's what we're looking for. All right, and a P. Just to kind of show you what that looks like. Here's one that I found a couple days ago. Again, there's that W mint mark on a 2019. And your 2019s and 2020s can have that W mint mark. In poor condition even, or very heavily circulated, they're worth $5-6 bucks. In that condition, probably in the range of 20 plus. 95, nothing. P. Utah. 16, Teddy Roosevelt, P. The old Teddy R. 96. The D. Montana. Nothing in that batch. Grab another handful. Take the handful. Probably a little bit too big of a handful there. Okay. Stack them up. There we go. Got a nice little stack. Let's see what we got. Another 2018. Pete. 72. P. Maryland. D. Illinois. 93. If that were 1983, we'd have a chance for a Spittin' Eagle. We could look at that one under the scope. If it were a 1983 P. Northern Mariana Islands. P. 84. Just 1 year off of our 83. Chance for a Spittin' Eagle. 1969, and then when we look at the older ones, we want anything 1964 and earlier. That's our chance for silver, or 1964 and earlier is guaranteed silver, 90% silver in fact. Hot Springs 2010, Pete. Whoops, sorry about that, just hit the camera. 1990, nothing. 96. P. 2019 had a chance to be a W right there. Quarter would be worth almost 20 bucks. 1967, a few years off from being mostly silver. '79. 2000. P. 94. P. Virginia. And the last one of this handful. 95. All right. Next handful. Not exactly sure how many we have here, but we haven't even gone through half of the quarters we've got here. So it's a D. Teddy Roosevelt. $65. The most quarters were minted in 1965. Setting that one off to the side. D. Nebraska. Don't try to mix up my W. 96. Nothing. Colorado. Nothing. 98. The D. Oops, Salt River Bay 2020 had a chance to be a W. We just got a D there. A D. Again, Nebraska. Ugh, the ugly Mount Rushmore. It's a P. That is a D. North Carolina. 79. 92. D. The old Arches. P. Oregon. Nothing. Alright, last of this bit that we poured out here. Go. Indiana. P. P. 2017. Again, looking for 2019 and 2020 on the newer styles. 82. Looking for an 83 on our Eagle X. Alright, we got Wisconsin. Once again, Wisconsin. We can look for a leaf error, but it doesn't look like I see anything. We want to find our cheese. Then we look at the area between the cheese and the corn stalk, and we got nothing. No error. 25 cents. P. Apostle Islands. Washington. P. Ooh, Kansas. Here's a good one. So we look for any issues with the hump on the buffalo. Nothing. And in God we rust. So we want that T to not be visible, and it would say in God we rust. It's a common error, or not common. I mean, that'd be worth $10 or more on the Kansas 2005 quarter. In God we rust is what we'd be looking for. We can clearly see that T's there. That one says in God we trust. No error. 94. 78. Wait a minute. Nope. D. Rhode Island. Thought I saw a spitting eagle on one of those for a second. It's a D. Teddy Roosevelt. A lot of Teddy Roosevelts in this batch. A D. Shawnee. 94. Okay. 95. Nothing. Oop. We got a Salt River Bay 2020. Got a chance to be a W. Oh, just a D. We want that D right there to be a W. Then this quarter would be worth $20. So any 2019 or 2020. And for W's right there. P. New York. All right. pouring out some more quarters. I think I see a Homestead in there. I like looking at the errors, potential errors on those. Only found one, but I like looking for them for sure. All right, next stack. D. Oh, Connecticut. So Connecticut, we hold it straight up and down, and we flip it. Washington says straight up and down, no error. 25 cents. $98. That's a D. Everglades. South Carolina. D. Again, our W's are on 2019 and 2020. 2019. Ooh, wow. That Hawaii has seen better days. 2019 and 2020 have the chance for the W, but we're looking at other quarters for an S. Because those ones should not be in circulation. So if you find them, it's pretty rare to have one out in the wild. That's a D, very clearly. Frederick Douglass looks like the Bob Ross of quarters. 82. Just a year off from an 83. Nothing there. 89. That one's got a big ding in it. Ooh. It's a D. Louisiana. Okay. 92. Nevada. I really like that quarter. I like the look of it. It's a P. 88. It's a D. Louisiana. Indiana. P. Last couple in this handful. 78. Make sure. I think 77 or 78, one of those also has a chance for a Spitting Eagle. 83 is the common Spitting Eagle error, but I think one of those later 70s have a chance for it too. 85, the year I was born. 84, the year before I was born. Alright, nothing there. Next stack. I think these gloves are just unlucky. So we are not finding much of anything with these gloves tonight, but that's okay. It is the hunt that is equally fun. 77. Anything there? Nope, just a pockmark in the metal. Nothing special. 92. 85, the year I was born. 77. Nothing. 83, is it a P? That might be a P. Looks like a P. Ooh, what is that? Is that a scratch? Or... I don't know if that's a ding or if that's a scratch. Or if that's a defect. It's tough to tell for sure because this quarter, like Pluribus Unum, like that's super worn over there. I'm gonna set this one off to the side. Just in case. But it has some oddities, so that one has the potential to be something. 81. Nothing. 88. It's a D. South Carolina. 90. Nothing. 85. The year I was born once again. P. Oh, Alaska. Let's look for that 6-claw paw, shall we? So on this guy, find the bear. We go down to his paw. Oh, yeah. That's a good example of a 6-claw paw. So if you look, we'll even make this one bigger for you. So right here, normally 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we have this, looks like a claw. This is the error right here where it's crossing over. 5 and 6. So this is an Alaska 6-claw paw error. Should be worth about $2. Got our first real error of the night. I think we found a couple technically, but that one is 100% confirmed error. So in my mom's quarters, found a nice Alaska 6-claw paw. 1983, that one's a D, so no spitting eagle on the D. 94. 79. That's a P. 98. 94. And last one in this little batch. 91. Nothing. Alright. Grab another handful. And we move on to the next one. Next batch. A little stack here, probably like $4 worth. That's a P. Alright, effigy mound, sorry. Looking to see if it's off center. Definitely not off center. That face might be touching that edge a little bit, so we can take a look at that. And also want to look if there's any spots in this bottom left corner here. So put that one under the scope just a little bit better. Nope, there's a gap there. And no extra bits where we've got no crying birds there. So that one is 25 cents. Bob Ross. Bob Ross is not worth anything. Well, he's worth 25 cents, so there's that. D. Oops, Salt River Bay had the chance to be a W. 2019 and 2020, those are our W years. But unfortunately, this one, just 25 cents. 97. Kentucky. D. 90. 2019, we have a chance for W. That is a P. San Antonio Missions. Could have been a W, but instead, just Philadelphia. We want those West Points. Come on, W. That one's seen better days. What is that? Oh, New York. This is an ugly New York, man. That has definitely seen better days. P. The Voyagers. That's a D. Oh, here we go. We've got a chance for an error on this guy. We'll take a look. 2 possible errors. 1, looking for any extra leaves overlapping the 2008. Definitely no errors there. Or extra cactus leaf overlapping the initials of JFM. No errors there. So with no errors, this one is worth 25 cents. Put it in the pile. Yep, San Antonio Missions can be a W. That is a P though. San Antonio Missions is no W. That's P. Voyagers. 1981. The better Mount Rushmore 1, South Dakota. 87. And last one in this little batch. Ooh, 71 looks like. Yikes. Alright, those are a little handful. Alright. Let's go. What we got here? 2017 Ozark, that's P. 96. New York, it's a D. It's P. 2019 had a chance to be a W. 2019 and 2020 are the years we're looking for. This one is Philadelphia, worth 25 cents. It's a D. Oh, Kansas. No issues with the hump on the Buffalo from the looks of it. And it looks like we can read clearly, "In God We Trust." Yeah, very clear. Again, on the Kansas Buffalo, we are looking for the backside to say "In God We Rust," looking for that T to be smooth there, either barely visible or not visible at all. That one can be a big error, 10 bucks and up. Ooh, Homestead, I love this quarter. Love it, love it, love it. We got a D. Okay, 3 errors to look out for on this guy. Actually, technically 4. First, snow on the roof. That roof looks just like a nice shingled roof. Looks like it should. Error number 2, reflection of the pump. No reflection in the window. Number 3, leaky bucket. Do we see any issues with the bucket? Nope. Nope, no extra material at the bottom of the bucket either. So this one is error-free. 25 cents. P. Effigy Mounds. And no extra material. Looks very nicely centered. And no touching down in the corner there. Oh, you know what? That's what I get for not paying attention. I've been looking at these, but the camera is so heavily highlighted instead of in the correct view. Not bad. Sorry about that. Sorry about that if you were lurking and watching. D. El Yunque, Puerto Rico. (1982). South Dakota, the better South Dakota. And Ozark Riverways with a D. Alright, let's pour the rest of these out. Then we'll have all these quarters on the table. So a few more handfuls yet here, and then we've got some extra change to go through. That's a mix. That's not just quarters, so we'll be able to take a look at that. Ooh, we got this guy that must have fallen somewhere along the way. 96, nothing special. It's a P. El Yunque, once again. Alright, Wyoming. It's a D. Look for any extra material on the back side of that horse. Not seeing any. So, no pooping horse. No pooping horse. 25 cents. Ooh, the mix is just dimes and nickels. Good to know, good to know. Harper's Ferry. We'll glance at this since not mine. Looking for any broken looking windows. The barrel looks a little weird, but nothing too off. Well, everything looks normal on this Harper's Ferry. So far, though, we got that Alaska 6-claw paw. Very exciting. Got 1 quarter worth a couple bucks in this mix here. Got a P. Voyageurs. Virginia. D. Bombay. It's P. Montana. 89. 91. 1980. 96. The P. The Voyagers. Another Rock Island. P. Alright, we got 2019 finally. A chance for a W. But that one is just a P. Unfortunately, no W. It's a D. Cumberland Gap. 2 more in this handful. West Virginia. It's a D. And 67. A couple years too late. It's okay. Probably 2 more handfuls here in the quarters. 2 more handfuls. Missouri. P. That's, ooh, Salt River Bay. 2020 had the chance to be a W right there. But instead, just a Denver. P. Mississippi. D. 6, nothing. Looked kind of off-struck, but it is not, and that one pretty much worthless regardless. 82. Not the 83 chance for a spit needle. Okay, we got a Connecticut. Hold it straight up and down. Flip it. Washington's head is straight up and down. Connecticut straight up and down. No error on that guy. P, Minnesota. Let's see if we've got any extra trees. Any doubling in the trees? No, nope, 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 nope. Looking as it should. No Minnesota tree errors. No extra trees in that one. That was a P. American Samoa. It's P. A D. Teddy Roosevelt. Whoops, 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 whoops. Bump that camera, sorry. 95. It's P. Wyoming. Ooh. Do we got an extra piece of material there? There's that. Nope. Just a spot. Bummer. Thought we had an extra piece of material there, but just a spot. No pooping horse. No pooping horse. Wyoming, why you do that to us? Pennsylvania. D. A few more in 2019. We got a chance for a W. It's a D. Just a D. Six. Wyoming. Not seeing any extra material on that one either. Bummer. That one is, oh, man, too bad that front is coming apart from a lamination perspective. Any snow on the roof? No snow on the roof. No reflection in the window. And no leaking in the bucket. This guy is 25 cents. 95. And a P. What we got? White Mountain 2013. Alright, last handful of these quarters here. Bigger handful. But just one handful nonetheless. Well, I see one 2020 quarter in there. So we got one chance at a W in this little stack here. Probably gone through a good 50 bucks in quarters here. Illinois, a D. 66. Couple years off from our 64 silver quarters. P. Ooh, Homestead. Love them. Love to see the Homesteads. Ooh, that roof is like clear as day, man. That one's good. No reflection in the window. No leaking on the bucket. That's a good looking back though. That one is clear. That's a bummer. That would have been a very obvious error if there was an error on there. A D. D. Salt River Bay. That was probably that 2020 that I saw, unfortunately. And that one is a Denver, not West Point. Oh, never mind. Another Salt River Bay. Two chances, both Denvers. Bombay Hook. 72. 95. 94. It's a D. The Duke Ellington, we can look for doubling on the ELL in Ellington. Nope, that looks pretty clear. It's kind of faint, but unfortunately no double ELL. Man, but that's super faded. Oh, you know what? I think that's just the light, the way the light's hitting it. As I move it, you can see a better shadow. So nothing on the ELL on that one. That was a Denver. Alright, about 10 more. D. New Jersey. 90. 94. It's a D. New Jersey. It's a D. Ozark Riverways. Good, we got a 2020. We got a chance for a W. That's a D. Come on. Come on, W. Mississippi. Oop. Got the effigy mounds. Man, I'm not seeing any material there. Nothing's off on this one. This one is a perfectly centered effigy mounds with a D. It's a P. Montana. Last two. It's a D. Wyoming. Nothing behind that horse. And last one. Ozark Riverways. That's a D. Alright, so that is all that. The big takeaway is this guy right here. We got an Alaska 6-claw paw. Look at that nice beauty on the 6-claw paw. Couple bucks right there. Look at that. Turn 25 cents like $2. And then this guy, 83 P, and it had, it's just weird the way, this was the other one that was in there. It's just super weird the way Pluribus and Unum, the way it fades really dramatically over there. So this one, probably worth just getting a double check on. Second opinion. Never hurt anybody. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm taking 10 of the 2018 quarters that I found because Eileen wants some 2018 quarters. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They're nothing special. So I've added those, taking those. These two I will review. And we'll go from there. So I'm going to put this back in the bag. And we'll look at some coins that are not quarters to wrap things up. Sorry if anybody has any headphones on. I know that can get a little loud. Apologies. All right. All right, so quarters are put away. What we got here? Okay. So we've got some change here. So what we're going to be looking for in nickels and dimes are a couple things. Much like the quarters, dimes, any dime that is 1964 and older is also 90% silver, worth a minimum of $1.90 in silver value. And any nickel that is a wartime nickel, so 41 to 45, it'll have a big P on it, and that will indicate that those ones are mostly silver. And then, of course, looking for any oddities in minting, strike, any of that. What's going to be the best way to do this? You know what? Actually, here's what we're going to do. We're actually going to hold off on the nickels and the dimes. Because I think the best way to do this one is going to be to sort them so that it's a little bit easier to look at them. So I think we'll save this one for a couple days from now. The other container, I believe, had pennies in it. So we're going to take a look at some pennies. Pennies are easy and hard at the same time. Because there are so many errors and things that you can look for in pennies. But what I'm going to be looking for right now is older pennies, particularly wheat pennies, as well as any penny that was minted in 1981 or earlier, as pennies that are 81 and earlier are 95% copper. Sorry about the loudness. Which means 95% copper pennies are worth 3 cents in copper value should the penny ever go away. So we are going to set up 2 containers here. What are we going to do with the second one? I guess we'll just kind of do it right in this lid for now. These are my 65 quarters. We'll do it right here for any penny that is 1981 or older. 81 and older are mostly copper, guaranteed. 82s and 83s can very rarely also be majority copper. So we're going to set those ones off to the side. And then anything else that is 84 or newer, we're just going to toss back. So we have a lot of 2000s, and any of them that have the shield on the back, it's pretty evident. But it's a lot of pennies to go through here. Again, 82 and 83 we're going to set off to the side. For those ones, we can actually weigh them and determine if they are copper pennies. Anything 81 and older is guaranteed to be mostly copper. This is 74. So we're going to hold on to those. And then wheat pennies, we'll make a third pile if we find any wheat pennies. 91. Look at that. 1991 penny is already looking that rough. Man, makes you feel old. Then again, a 91 penny is 30 years old, so there's that. There's definitely that. Six. Ooh, a 64 that still has some luster. Ooh. Is that Canadian? What is that? Is that a 2-cent piece? €2, I think is what it says. Oh. I'll set that guy off to the side. It's an oddity. Hey, Chubby. We got a visit from the doggy. As we look at some pennies. Again, looking for 1981 and older. Those ones are majority copper. 82 and 83 we're setting off to the side because those ones have a chance to be copper, even though they're not supposed to be, which is a rare thing, which means they might actually be worth more than just the copper value. Is that 60 or oh, it's an 85? I thought it was an 83 for a second. Year I was born. 1960. $79. $72. Much harder to handle these sometimes with the gloves on. I think that's an 83. That is an 83. We're gonna set that one off to the side. 5. Wait. $1,000. 90. 16. 26 is an S or a P? Nope, that's a D. It's neither. These guys could just be tough to see. That's for sure. $78. 80. 80. Again, looking for 81 and older, so those ones hit that criteria. Anything starting with a 2 is not what we want. 81 and older. Okay. I think we're gonna do, that's a lot of pennies. We're gonna do the stack that I put out here, and then I'm actually going to call that, and we'll do the other ones next time we do some quarters, because I have to work in the morning, so this is about my bedtime. 91. Wait, other way around. We want the coins to be in this hand. Yeah. 7, 87, 71, 2000, 2 new, 1000, 75, 2000, 74. No wheat pennies yet, though. Give me a wheatie. It's a 70. Hey, Chubby. 68. Getting there. 2000. 69, nice. 74. I won't find a wheat. Did you take all the wheats out of it? I see how it is. 74. 82. 79. All right, 95. Okay, I see how it is. That's fine. 79. That's fine. Still finding plenty of 81s and older. Finding those 95% copper pennies. 84. 79. Woo! Two. $81. Last two, what do we got? 90 and 90. So here's what we do. So we've got 90 and we've got copper penny. So we take this guy right here. So the newer penny, the modern penny, weighs 2.51 grams. This weighs 3.07. Another copper just to make sure it's not an anomaly. Again, 3.1. And a zinc penny, 2.5. So we got these three right here that are 82 and 83. If any of them weigh 3 grams, then we've got copper ones and we keep them. Okay then, we've got copper 1982D. We've got a zinc 83. And last but not least, we've got a zinc 1983. Well, we found a copper 82. Look at that. There we go. But with that, I'm going to call that right there. There's plenty of pennies there. I'm going to separate the nickels and dimes. All of the quarters are all put away. Great find on the Alaska Six Claw Paw. And with that, we are going to head out for the evening and go to bed. Tomorrow, we'll have another stream. Might be Mystery Box Monday as opposed to some coinage, but we'll see. But with that, I appreciate anybody lurking in the background, hanging out, and I will catch you all tomorrow. Have a good night.